We'll go next to Tom Timmerman with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
Hi, Shaka. I realize a lot has happened since then, and the situations are vastly different. But a year ago, you're playing in the CBI tournament and going to run there and winning 5 straight and winning the title. Were there any lessons from that? Any help that gave to the team?
Yeah, I think so. First and foremost, it gave us 5 additional opportunities to play our young guys and develop our program. Remember, that was our first year here with our coaching staff and that team. So we were still getting to know each other. And when we played in that tournament, it gave us a phenomenal opportunity to continue building and learning and playing a lot of our young guys. And we're fortunate to win. We won 5 games. We beat St. Louis in back-to-back games in the championship series. And I think what that did is it built a belief in what we needed to do, particularly in the postseason. When you get into March, it's been a long season, and you're not practicing nearly as long as you did in November or December. And the way you go about preparation is a little bit different. So it gave us somewhat of a formula to follow. As you mentioned, the NCAA tournament is a whole different universe. But, fortunately, we've had similar results.
Thank you, Shaka.
You're welcome.
We'll go next to Ken Tysick with the Charlotte Observer.
Coach Ken Tishins with the Charlotte Observer was wondering if you could talk about Jamie Skeen. And he had a nice season for you guys last year, but really improved this season. Can you talk about the improvement, how he made it this year, and then the championship game performance?
Sure, Ken. He's had a phenomenal year for us, and one that just keeps getting better and better. I can't say I'm surprised, though, because Jamie, as soon as last season ended, and actually before the season even ended, he played very, very well in the postseason tournament. We won the CBI. But as soon as the season ended, Larry Sanders from our program declared early for the NBA draft. He left as a junior, and he was a 15th pick in the NBA draft. And I would say Jamie, of all people, you never want an NBA caliber player to leave early, but Jamie, of all people, was the beneficiary of Larry's departure, because Jamie became the man. He became our go-to guy. He was going to get as many touches as he could handle, and now we've been able to go to him over and over and over again, and he's responded. He's led us in scoring. He's led us in rebounding. He's been at times a point forward for us. We can play through him, and I'm just so happy for him, because he did go through some adversity earlier in his career, and really happy that it's finished in the right way.
And we will go next to Diamond Leung with ESPN.com.
Hey, Shaka, I had a question about Jamie as well. Obviously, he was a guy you inherited, when you came to VCU. How far has he come since, the first time you met him?
He's come a long way, He's matured. He's developed as a person. He's done a really good job putting himself in a position where he's on track to graduate this spring. He's come leaps and bounds, is the best way I can put it. And his attitude has been one of a humility and one of wanting to be coached, wanting to get better. We have an assistant coach, Will Wade, that from the first week we arrived here, Will became Jamie's mentor, I guess, on the staff. And we put all of our players under one or another assistant coach in terms of watching over them academically and otherwise. And Will has just done a phenomenal job with Jamie, and Jamie's attitude again has been a huge component of his progress.
I think I also read where, during the NIT, tip-off, I think Jamie brought up that, he wanted maybe the ball a lot more, and I was seeing if that was maybe what started kind of, let's give it to Jamie.
Well, we had planned on giving him the ball quite a bit, but he did. You're exactly right. He came out before we played UCLA in front of the team. He said, "Guys, give me the ball." And if you watched our team, we got a lot of guys that like to shoot the ball, particularly from outside. So sometimes you have a choice between shooting a three or throwing it into to Jamie or one of our other bigs. And our guys have done a great job since then of even more so making it a point of emphasis to get him the ball.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll go next to Len Robbins with the New York Post.
Hey, Shaka, congratulations.
Thank you.
I've asked each of the coaches this same question. You, I think, touched on it a little previously. If there was a moment this season, be it a practice or a game or a series of games, where you felt this team really sort of galvanized and then maybe took that last step necessary, and pardon my naivety, but did you really burn the calendar, the February calendar?
I did. I took the page, the month of calendar. It was one of those big desk calendars, the ones that people have on their desk, and I had a kind of a trash can underneath me at the practice gym there, and the guys were all sitting in front of me, and I had a lighter and I set it on fire. And the assistant coaches give me a hard time because they say I held on to it. If I'd held on to it 1 second longer, my hand would have started on fire. But I dropped it into the trash can, and the guys watched it burn. And that was really symbolic for us of putting February behind us, because we didn't have a very good month of February. We had some setbacks and some injuries and some things that didn't go our way. But in terms of your question, I would say that the moment to me for our guys that really showed them we can beat anybody in the country, and this is a testament to our league and this particular team in our league, was when we beat George Mason convincingly. We beat them by 16 points in the semifinals of our league tournament. And as someone that doesn't maybe follow our league, you might say, well, so what? It's just it's a team from the Colonial. But George Mason at that point was the most dominant team in the country. They'd won 16 games in a row. They were beating people by average margin of victory by 14, 15 points. And to us, at least, they signified a team that certainly could make a deep run in the tournament, and obviously a few years back did. And when our guys beat them convincingly in the league tournament, I think that really demonstrated to them, if we follow the plan, we can do the same thing against anybody.
You had probably about a week break between the end of your regular season and your conference tournament. Mm-hmm. Do you recall what day you violated Virginia Fire Code 4.3.2 or whatever?
It was March 1st. It was March 1st. I remember specifically doing it on March 1st because it was a Tuesday, and we had lost on Saturday, February 26th, and we gave the guys off on Sunday as we normally do, and then on Monday I had gone recruiting because I had to go see a prospect, and the assistant coaches had done just individual skill work with the guys. So March 1st was our first practice after the regular season where everyone on the team was together. And that's the first thing we did. We got everyone together, and I burned the calendar.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Coach Smart. We appreciate your time today. Congratulations again. Safe travels to Houston. We'll see you in a couple days.
Okay, thank you.